and welcome to Sounds for Life. I'm Dawn Bowerman. Today we're going to talk about why do hearing aids cost so much? Well, years ago hearing aids were just simply amplification. Nowadays, most of them have a computer chip inside them that not only processes the sound, but also includes some sophisticated measures for situations that you're in, for localization. Years ago when you were in the car, it was very difficult to adjust your hearing aids to hear the person next to you. There might be some wind noise or the music or something like that, making it very difficult. With today's hearing aids, you're able to have a program that allows you to hear the person next to you in the car if you're having difficulty. But in most cases, these processors will adjust for you. They kind of focus in on where the voice is coming from. A lot of times when you look towards the person, the hearing aid knows where that sound is coming from, and it balances out into your ears. It reduces the background noise, much like restaurants. And for many of you, technology comes in various levels, which also ties into the cost of hearing aids. We know not all insurance companies provide coverage for hearing aids. There's many of them out there that do. But for the most part, it's an out-of-pocket cost. The thing I do want you to remember is that hearing aids are something that you're going to have for 3 to 5 years if properly maintained. So the cost is really not that much for the benefit. Think of it this way, you need your eyes to see, you need your ears to hear what's coming. It could be very dangerous for you if you have a hearing loss, if you don't have it treated and get the hearing aids. Costs shouldn't, stop you from doing that. There's various programs that we have available that will offer you some financing for a year and things like that. But for the most part, for the length of time you have the hearing aids, the cost is nominal. People, ask us that question all the time, and one of the things that I just really wanted to talk about a little bit is, again, the 3 levels of technology that most manufacturers kind of have developed. The lowest, which would be someone in a nursing home that's not going out in everyday life, that just needs to be able to hear sounds for safety. Then we have the middle of the road technology for the more active person that is maybe still, getting out, going grocery shopping, going to their friends, neighbors, things like that. The power users, or the ones that the highest end of technology, is going to allow you for your streaming. It's going to allow you to adjust to operas and different program setting. And I just use operas as an example, but restaurants, those kind of things. Also, the different levels in technology are what allow us to make adjustments. It's a much more complex system than you would really imagine when you come in and you say, my voice is echoing. There's a lot of things that kind of go into that. So with the higher technology, we're really able to really get you to where you want to go. One of the things that I want to really also tell you is, once you lose your hearing, it never comes back. It's gone. So in a lot of cases, if you have a severe or moderately severe hearing loss, you may have been, for example, a musician that really knows sounds. Well, what happens when you lose that ability, it doesn't come back. And with your hearing aid, all we're going to do is kind of bring you to a level where you can hear them, and your brain will have to readjust to that. You're never going to get back up there to where you were at one time, which is very difficult for patients sometimes. So along with getting you the hearing aids that are perfect for your lifestyle, your environment, and your budget, we also take the time to make sure that we educate you on some of the things that are going to happen. First-time users are sometimes overwhelmed by the sounds that they hear the first time they put their hearing aids on and go out into the world. So we have different levels of users, new users, experienced users, etc. And we can help you through that. We can't help you if you don't tell us, though. So you have to communicate, don't suffer. A lot of times we hear people left their hearing aids in the drawer. Usually that's because they're not programmed properly or the sounds were too loud. Because again, it can be overwhelming. Also what happens is you got to remember hearing loss is gradual. You lose it over time. So those sounds that now are amplified again in the hearing aids are sounds that you haven't heard in a long time. So your brain isn't used to them. What will happen is your brain will recognize those sounds and kind of put them in pockets, saying, okay, that's not an important sound. The refrigerator running isn't something I need to hear all the time, so I'm going to put it in the background. Just like we do with our ears every day. So again, there's a lot that goes into why the costs of hearing aids are so high. And we really, really do try to work within your need, your budget, your lifestyle, how you want them to look. Do you want them in the ear, over the ear? We follow up with you. One of the things that I've just started doing is called telecare, which allows me, if you travel or if you need a quick adjustment, to make an appointment over your phone or computer, depending on the aid that you have, to make those adjustments without you being directly in the office. So things have come a long way since the amplification. So, that's why the cost is out there. But again, we'll work with you. So thank you very much for your time. I hope that answered your questions. I'm Dawn Bowerman here at Sounds for Life. Come on in and get your hearing tested. It's a good baseline, and like we are really promoting, you get your eyes checked, you get your teeth checked. Let's get your hearing checked. It's painless. It's probably the only visit you'll ever have that doesn't hurt. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy Thanksgiving, which is just a few days away, and we look forward to seeing you next week.